Jack Sock has arrived on the pro pickleball stage, is making quite an entrance for himself. His next opponent, Connor Garnett, a steep task ahead. Garnett, one of the best men's players on the singles side. A little hiccup there on the return. And Jack Sock off to a 1-0 lead. Would love to talk strategy with my partner in crime today, Daniel Roditti, against the big forehand of Jack Sock after this point.
Side out.
Yeah, we see an example of that right now. Just Garnett trying to go to the backhand side of Sock. As we know, he loves that forehand, Sock does. And so we'll see how Garnett handles that.
Point.
Garnett, almost the opposite. He has one of the best backhands in the Pro Tour.
1-1.
That two-handed backhand is deadly. Great backhand, he says.
1-1. Point.
Yeah, there's that forehand. Yeah, it's also interesting,
2-1.
you know, obviously Connor Garnett, a tennis player himself.
Side out.
You know, as a tennis player, he played college tennis, of course. He's very familiar with Jack Sock in terms of his tennis success. So, you know, there's a little bit of probably just mentally that you're playing one of the best tennis players in the world. Now you're playing them in pickleball. And it's I'm sure it's very fun for him to have that opportunity.
Yeah, he did say it was fun. Chatted with him before this about matching up against a guy like Jack Sock. He said it's pretty cool to see some of these names coming over. And of course, Connor Garnett was a hitting partner at the U.S. Open for players like Djokovic and Halep. Big put away for the big man, Jack Sock.
Two, three.
Jack Sock on the counter-attack, ties it at 3.
Yeah, you see how far he went to run around that ball to hit a forehand, just flicks it up the line. Garnett not able to do enough.
3-3. Point.
Ball is back, and Jack Sock takes a 1-point lead.
4-3. Side out.
Just wide for Sock.
Yeah, Garnett, I think, was lining up that ATP there if that ball stayed in.
3-4. Point. Yes, sir. Out. Yes, out.
For sure. Jack Sock getting everybody engaged here on Humana Championship Court. He's active in that category. Very communicative with his opponents, too. Oh, robbed by the net.
Ooh.
Already had a shakeup in the men's singles draw. Ben Johns out. Kwang Duong in, the 17 seed,
5-4.
and a 17-year-old. Upset Ben Johns' first match on today.
Football.
Oh,
Right
no.
foot. Momentum. Point.
Momentum carried Jack Sock into the kitchen. That's a nuance for these tennis players.
Yeah.
Oh, just snuck it in there.
Six, 4. Point.
And Connor Garnett off to the races on top by 3.
Yeah, great roll there on that forehand side, getting that ball to dip so low.
7-4.
Jack Sock trying to drop volley, but leaves it short.
Point. Eight, 4.
Wow.
Oh, Jack Sock on the run. Cross court, snipes it.
Yeah, gets a little clap there from Garnett. Just a ridiculous forehand cross. Garnett, assuming he was going to go up the line, started moving to his left. Yeah, caught him sliding.
Side out.
The tennis slide, too, to follow. The man is mobile, and the pickleball court's much smaller than the tennis court.
Sure
8-4.
is.
Point shot from Connor Garnett.
Yeah, great move. What a move in after that pass attempt, taking that ball out of the air. Garnett not only has one of the best backhands in the game, but he is one of the fastest guys in the game as well. Just moves so well around the court.
9-4. Point.
Call was wide from Garnett.
I did
Jack
not see
Sock
that.
is questioning.
Did you see it?
And told Dave Fleming yesterday he does not want to challenge. He's a pro's pro.
That's his call. If you're at the non-volley zone, I'm
Some of
watching
these tennis players are a little confused how the system works over in pickleball. All the players are responsible for calling their own
Essentially,
lines.
yes.
You can challenge.
Game point.
Refs can confirm
10-4.
what they saw. And what a shot
Side out.
from Sock, holding off a game point for now.
Go, Connor, right here, buddy.
4-10. Side out. Game point. Ten four.
Service
out.
back from Connor Garnett.
4-10.
Garnett
Side out.
cleans up easily, takes back a third game point.
Game point.
He's gonna win, you know that. Playing singles for reps. You never know.
And it looks like Christian Alshon takes out Julian Arnold after losing the first game 11-2. Takes game
10-4.
2 11-5 and game 3 11-4. So he moves on to the next round.
Point. Game 11-4.
Garnett
Change ends.
takes the opener on the former tennis pro. Pickleball's first Grand Slam of the year underway. What a
Point.
shot from Connor Garnett. Daniel Roditi, you promised that backhand would be good, and it sure has been in this one.
Yeah, you don't want to get into a cat and mouse with Garnett. He's just so fast, right? He's going to get from sideline to sideline so quickly, and you know Jack moves really well.
1-0.
But Garnett is just at another level of speed.
Wow. He's everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, and Garnett this time, as he pulled Jack Sock wide to his forehand, stayed home a little more and didn't anticipate a down the line shot, since Jack's been going cross court. Every attempt he's had has been a cross court pass. So Garnett did a good job there anticipating
2-0.
that. Kind of stayed home a little bit more instead of trying to chase the down the line shot.
It's a crafty
Side out.
shot from Jack Sock.
That's a pickleball volley. That's no tennis volley right there.
So what are Jack Sock's options in this one against Connor Garnett with the tools that he currently has?
Yeah, again, I mean, I think pressure, right? We talked about it in the previous match. He's got to come in. He's got to use his hands at the kitchen
0-2.
line. He obviously is a great volleyer. That beautiful pass right. Oh, just missed.
Two zero.
Of course, the challenge for Sock when he runs around these backhands to hit a forehand is that unless he hits a winner, he leaves himself so vulnerable
3-0.
because the court's wide open for the volley. And so it's kind of a all or nothing when you run around that backhand to hit the forehand. It better be a winner.
0-3. Side out. Three zero.
There it is, cross
Side
court
out.
again. He's done it not only in his pass attempts, but his volleys. Almost all of them have been a cross court forehand.
0-3. Point. One three. Ball needs to be dropped. Tossed it sideways.
There's that
Side
service
out.
fault. We advise you to look out for. Again, you cannot toss the ball up. It has to leave your hand in a downward motion, and the ball
3-1.
must leave your hand at or below the top of the hip. That's the nuance on the serve.
Point.
Into the net goes Sock, and Connor Garnett is amped up with a 4-1 lead.
Four one. Side out.
Yeah, great volley there from Sock, rolling that backhand near that corner, the far left corner.
1-4.
What a shot.
Point.
There's a back.
Wow, the rare backhand pass from Sock.
Maybe the only one we've seen so far from him.
I don't think he's attempted too many. Got away with a lob and then uses that left hand to flick the ball around on the backhand side.
Two four. Point.
Good toss, too. Good toss.
3-4.
Sock is chirping courtside.
Point.
Is that him? Or is that somebody on the... I thought somebody was talking to him.
4-4.
Yeah, I think Sock should have taken that first ball out of the air when he had the forehand pass attempt and that ball floated. He needed to move into that ball. That's one of the things he'll probably adjust to.
Side out. Four four.
Oh, what a
Side out.
shot from Connor Garnett. How'd he hang on for this one?
Yeah, we see his speed right there, making that adjustment.
Timeout server. 4-4. Time in.
Tied up at 4 in game 2.
4-4.
Jack Sock drops it into the kitchen. Finesse touch.
Yeah, great lob, and then the drop shot. And if Garnett can't get to it, you know it's a good drop shot.
4-4. Side out.
Can't
Great
believe he missed that one.
movement. Yeah. I have to say, these serves, they look so awkward now with the players trying to make these adjustments.
Side out.
It's a new rule that Daniel's referencing there, and it's being
4-4.
toyed with a bit here. The Masters event. See if it stays.
Side out.
Backhand side is a problem for Jack Sock.
4-4. Side out.
Just misses.
This is the first of 2 matches for Jack Sock here on Humana Championship Court. He'll also be in action later on this evening in men's
4-4.
doubles, playing with Colin Schick against Riley Newman and Thomas Wilson. How about that counter attack from Connor Garnett, finds the corner.
Yeah, the last time that Sock kind of showed the same move, he went up the line. This time tried to catch Garnett off guard, trying to go inside out, but Garnett was ready for it.
Excuse me? I can't overrule. It's too close for me. Saw it out.
Howard Hepworth, Drew DeHennis, and Jim Ryan are our referee crew for this matchup.
Yeah, you see the quick hands there from Sock. And a much better job moving in off of his pass attempt. The ball didn't float for him to take out of the air, but he definitely did a much better job moving forward
5-4.
to anticipate the next one.
Point.
Cross court once more on the forehand side.
Yep. Yeah, I think if you're Garnett,
6-4.
you have to just sit on the cross and dare Sock to go down the line, since he hasn't really done it on his forehand side.
It's a nice little dropper cross court on the backhand.
Yeah, great backhand roll there.
3-point cushion, go with it.
7-4. Ball.
Yep.
Oh no.
You're tossing the ball sideways instead of dropping it.
What does that,
What does that
mean? It's the way he's
Can
holding
we
his hand,
clarify the
yeah.
rule, please.
It has to be palm down,
That's
and
tough.
right when he was grabbing the ball, I thought he had an elite because he had it
4-7.
kind of sideways.
Point.
And now,
Yeah, I think they were
Time in.
trying to address how high people were hitting the
5-7.
ball, and they thought it would be easier to do it based on the toss.
that's interesting. Ooh. Oh, he almost got there. Connor Garnett has wheels for days. Jack Sock found a way to get the sign out, though.
He's practicing his toss right there.
You got it, Jack.
7-5.
You can do it. There it is. Nailed it.
Point.
Not the backhand, though.
I think the return was out.
Was it?
I think so, because they said point.
8-5. Side out.
Great return there from Garnett. That ball was on the line.
So if there's no call, the player can challenge what the ruling is.
5-8.
Just for the record there, if he were to decide to challenge that call. Hands battle. Jack Sock comes away with it, and a little applause from Connor Garnett. Back to the serving saga for Jack Sock.
8-5. Side out. Five, 8. Side out.
Yeah, Garnett had what he wanted there. Sock was leaning right. The cross court was open.
8-5.
But he leaves it in the net.
Side out.
There's that cross court. I'm surprised that Garnett was trying to cover line there. We still haven't seen, I don't remember seeing Sock hit a ball up the line on his forehand side yet for a winner. If I'm Garnett, I'm sitting on that cross court.
Side out. Eight, 5.
You saw an example there. He tries to go line. The ball floats. Garnett has a relatively easy backhand volley. If I'm Garnett, if he does go to the forehand, he's got to sit cross court and just dare him to go up the line.
Point.
Part of what makes Sock's forehand so effective is how he flicks his wrist. And when you're hitting cross court, you can flick your wrist as much as you want.
6,
and
8.
it's going to benefit you. It's a lot harder when you're going up the line.
Point.
There it is, dude. Come on, right now. Let's go.
Garnett pulling within 1.
7, 8. Side out.
It's a nice return from Jack Sock. Gets it right back. 3 points away from forcing a third.
8, 7.
Ooh, clean winner inside out to the sideline.
Come on, right here. Fight. Let's go. 2 good.
Nine, 7.
Wow, clean-up job by Connor Garnett. Deflects it with a perfect angle.
Yeah, Sock trying to use the lob there on the backhand side, which wasn't a bad idea. But Garnett able to stay in the point and then put away that backhand.
7, 9. Point. Timeout receiver, 8, 9. Time in. 8,
Perfect
9.
day here in Palm Springs. A little windy still, but sunny.
Oh, that's just a sick volley.
Wow.
I think that ball curved back into the net.
How does he hit this shot? Oh, my.
Look at that. Yeah. It
That's
spun back.
intense.
Yeah, that's a lot of backspin on that thing.
9,
It
8.
spun right back into the net.
Can he close it here? 2 away. Oh, Jack Sock curls
Wow.
it back in for a game point on his
Game point.
side.
That's his first down the line pass, which, of course, he had no other option. Wow, what a shot.
Dude is athletic, to say the least.
10, 8.
Nice mustache, too. Game point. Oh. Oh.
Side out.
For the cross court.
Nice backhand, though. Connor Garnett saves 1 game point. 2 away from tying.
8-10.
Oh,
Point.
Donnie had the ATP.
Yeah. ITP, not as effective. Well, that wasn't even into the post. That was like into the net.
9-10. Side out.
Almost got to that shot.
Game
Impressive
point.
footwork from Connor Garnett. Jack Sock with another game point. Winner of this one, it's Jay
10-9.
DeVilliers in the quarters. Passing
Point.
shot
Game,
down the
11-9.
line.
Change ends.
Haven't seen it much so far, and that is a beauty to close out game two. To a third game we go. We will decide the winner of this one. Could Jack Sock get his first marquee win here? We will find out. Looking for his entrance into the quarterfinals.
0-0.
It's going to need a little more here in game three against a steep opponent. And that forehand will do it once inside out and twice down the line. Sean McMahon and Daniel Roditi here with the call.
1-0.
No Ben Johns in the draw. Took a loss earlier this morning. Oh my, Connor Garnett working his angles too on that flying backhand.
Yeah, got Sock on the run there to his forehand wing and able to then put it away with his backhand.
0-1. Side out. One zero. Point.
What a point. Jack Sock's men's doubles partner out of the mix in men's singles as well. Federico Staksrud took down Schick in 2 games.
2-0.
On his way to the quarters.
Point.
Inside out and too good from Jack Sock. 12 years on the ATP Tour. 17 doubles titles. 4 majors in tennis. An Olympic gold medal. Career high
3-0.
ranking of number 8 in singles and 2 in doubles. And that is a wonderful shot from Connor Garnett. Looking to face all of that and still stay within his game. You have to think it puts pressure on the opponent when you're facing a name like Jack Sock.
Yeah, for sure. And I think now on Garnett's returns, you almost have to go opposite of what's conventional in singles where you typically return up the line. Feels like with Sock, you have to go opposite. You have to go cross court from the right side to his forehand to then force him to go up the line. And then from the left side, you got to go cross court to his backhand
Side out.
and hope that you get it to his backhand and doesn't just run around it. But you almost have to go opposite of what you would normally do.
3-0. Foot fault. Right foot, left foot.
Oh,
Side
that's
out.
unfortunate there for Sock. He had that .1. See if Garnett can string some points together here.
0-3.
Yeah, great read from Garnett, using his speed, moving into that ball. It wasn't a great pass attempt. The ball was a little high, but he was able to come in and take that next ball before Sock could recover.
One, 3. Point. Two, 3. Side out.
I would challenge probably.
Someone said I would challenge that. Ball was out by about 8 feet.
3, 2. Side out.
Yep.
Two, 3. Side out.
Yeah, it feels like Garnett, just his backhand, which is normally deadly, it's not quite as dialed
3,
in
2.
today. He's made some errors, left some balls high, left some in the net.
Side
You
out.
saw on that last point. Yeah, he changed it up. He's been returning cross court a little bit from the left side. This time he goes up the line. Seemed like he caught Sock off guard a little bit.
2, 3.
It was a
Side out.
rare baseline exchange there. In men's singles, you don't see that very often. They both stayed back for all of that whole point.
3, 2. Point.
Oh, wow, he had
Missed
exactly what he
opportunity.
wanted. Yeah, he just pinned him to that corner. Got an easy volley and just missed in the net. Again, the wind still playing a factor. Moves the ball around a little bit. And sometimes that's all it takes to
4-2.
get you off center there on those volleys. That ball did not bounce.
Point.
That's a slapper of a forehand from Jack Sock and a 5-2 lead in game 3.
Yeah, that serve just never came up. The ball bounced and stayed down, which happens in pickleball a lot more certainly than
5-2.
would ever happen in tennis. Yeah,
Point.
that's just a
Timeout.
sick
Change ends.
forehand up the line
6,
there.
2.
Jack
6-2.
Sock 5 points away from a quarterfinal. Oh, even he's surprised at that one.
Yeah, he held it so well, just held that backhand. Made Garnett think he was going up the line. Holds it and then just pulls it cross court last second.
Well, the field is a lot more
7-2.
open now that Ben Johns isn't in it. This is the bottom half of the draw. My goodness, Jack Sock on full display. 8-2.
Wow.
8-2. Side out. Two, 8.
Oh, feathery touch inside
Wow.
out. Garnett takes a tumble. Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, they did their best to clean the courts, but certainly with all that wind, there's dust on the courts, and certainly made them a lot
8-2.
more slippery.
Jack Sock.
First time he's really gone down the line on a ball that he can step into.
Nine two.
You gotta be kidding me.
Point.
Misses that volley. Match point.
Disrespect.
Wow.
33 seed.
Ten two.
Just
Side out.
wide, went big on the
Oh.
forehand. Wanted it.
Yep. He's telling himself he should have gone inside out. I think he's a lot more versatile when he runs around that backhand
2-10.
than when he's just hitting a regular forehand. Yeah, look at that touch.
Too good.
Side
That
out.
goes right back at him with the backhand roll. Gets it back.
Match point.
Match point number 2 for Jack Sock, the 33 seed.
10-2.
No, just wide was the call from Garnett. Well, Jack Sock challenged it.
Challenging it.
Challenge of the
Yep. Yep.
referee timeout. We have a challenge of the out call. The out call puts us at side out. 2-10.
Let's have another
We'll
look.
proceed to video
10-2
review.
in game 3, though. Can we talk about that scoreline for
Wow.
a second? Jack Sock is not only just appearing
Not a
in
good
this
angle
draw,
here.
he is
I mean, it
dominating.
looks in, but
yeah.
it's definitely in. But this is not the best angle.
I know, behind the ball is tough.
We
so
can get-
hopefully get down the line.
It looks in though. Gosh, it almost seems like you could see white on this end, on this side of it too. But I've been wrong on all the replays, so
I wouldn't say you're wrong. I would say we'll see about that. We have another look.
I mean, I think I was right and the ref was wrong, but
Could have been. Could have been. Let's see. Okay. Oh gosh, this is tough. Is it enough to overturn? That is the
so
question.
tough, yeah.
Indisputable has to be the way to go in order to turn it over. It looks like that just caught the outside edge of the line, but I'm not sure. Meanwhile, what a performance. I mean, coming into this event, everyone was wondering, you know, where is Jack Sock in his game? We knew
Yep.
he'd be good. We knew he was putting in the training. We knew he was committed to his craft. He wants to play a full schedule. He is playing a full schedule here on the PPA Tour. But I would say this is a pretty good measuring mark against a player like Connor Garnett, top 4 player in the world in men's singles. And this guy is up 10-2 in game 3. Here's the verdict from Howard Hepworth.
What time?
After review, the call on the court stands. Loss of challenge results in a lost timeout. You have 1 remaining. 2 timeouts remaining. Results in a side out, serving 2-10.
It's tough.
I was trying to get one.
Has to be indisputable. So that's, I mean,
Yeah.
they can work with what the camera angles are, and that is what it is.
Time in.
And Connor Garnett
2-10.
will survive another match point. And miss a serve.
Side out.
then he gives it away with the
It
serve.
appears maybe the ball doesn't lie in that situation. We'll let the play do the talking.
10-2. Point.
That is
Game
it.
match.
Sock closes it out with his first career top 4 win over Connor Garnett. Jack Sock is the real deal, proving he's more than just a tennis name here on the pickleball side.
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
Yeah, don't hit me, I'ma fall like none of y'all can stop me saying live life. Shut it down, you know I'm the one.
now pickleball professional making a name for himself. Welcome in Cameron Blackwood, Matt Manassi, and the winner against Connor Garnett, Jack Sock. To take you back yesterday, you played Mo Alhouni, a bit more of a tennis guy, coming to play Connor, pickleball guy. What changes did you have to make sure you won this match playing more pickleball?
Yeah, I think I told a lot of people I love watching pickleball, even though I haven't played many tournaments. I'll tune in a pretty good amount. So I do feel like I've seen a decent amount of players play for sure. Not as much singles, so he was newer for me, I guess, knowing kind of his tendencies, but heard from a couple people, a couple friends. Obviously, he loves his backhand. He's really, really good at the cat and mouse, kind of disguising balls. Not really sure, when he's going to drop, when he's going to hit. But I felt like if I was able to, kind of like tennis sounds exactly like when I finish a tennis match, if I could find my forehand, and try to dictate points, kind of play big, honestly, is my strategy, as I'm sure a lot of people here know, players. I'm not necessarily going to get into it. I like cat and mouse stuff, but especially singles, I'm just going to try to play big and end points when I can. And it worked there in the second and third.
What impressed me the most was game management, kind of taking timeouts when you needed to, walking slowly to the ball when you needed to, maybe a little stare down at the net when you needed to, in a playful way. But talk about that, because that was kind of your calling card in tennis too, knowing how to lighten things up, knowing how to manage the game. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, one of my main goals for kind of this new chapter for me, new career, you could say, is just having as much fun as possible, and hopefully it's easy to see out there. I think tennis was a huge blessing for me in my life, but there's a point there where it can get stressful. It can become so serious, and I do feel like I have a bit of a big personality, and I think when I was able to show that in tennis, I think that's why doubles was even probably more successful at times, just because you're out there with a friend, you're having a lot of fun. Singles in tennis can get lonely, can get stressful, and so one of my big goals for pickleball for me is just enjoy being on a court again. I want to smile again. I kind of want to get back to some of the charisma, I guess, and some of the personality I can show. And I think when I do that, I also play better, play looser. Yeah.
We were joking before you got on the desk, 33 seed, a little slight by the PPA Tour. I don't know if I love that. You're into the quarters against Jay DeVilliers, I believe, tomorrow.
Okay.
In my opinion, from the players I've seen left, I think you're the best singles player left in the draw. What say you to that?
Oh, man. I don't know. I mean, obviously you got guys. I thought my boy Shicky was going to maybe pull off the upset against Fed. I guess he said Fed played unbelievable, and I would say he's probably the favorite at this point. Nice thing about the 33 seed is I'm the underdog in every match. I'm supposed to lose, so I get to go out and have fun. But I'm just glad I'm kind of proving some. I got a few remarks when I got here about taking people's spot in the draw and getting a bye to Wednesday. So I think hopefully proving a point that at least maybe a 32 seed next time, not 33.
Well, you're definitely proving your spot here. A lot of times when they come over from tennis, you're really good at singles right off the bat. I know you've been working a lot on your doubles game, but before this, were you drilling singles points and figuring out that cat and mouse?
No, not really. No, we got Doc Schickeys in Charlotte now. We got a good crew there with Brooke Buckner and Eric Roddy, Schicky, a couple other people we play with. But it was just the four of us a lot. If someone couldn't come, a lot of 2-on-1 drilling. Just kind of trying to hone in a lot of the soft game. Like you said, it's not easy, but it comes more natural, obviously, to just stand at the baseline and you can rip balls. A lot of people coming from tennis probably feel more comfortable that way. So for me, it was a lot of trying to just keep mastering, keep just improving at the soft game, the kitchen stuff. We did not put it on display last night in the beginning of doubles, but hopefully today in the mixed and the men's we'll do better. But no, I love it. I love improving. I love trying to get better. It's just a lot of fun to be out there.
Well, congratulations. You're still in all three events. Jack Sock taking the big win over Connor Garnett.